Shut up, Meg. I'm Pickle Rick! Special!
What's up, everybody? How are we doing on this Wednesday where we finally get back to the Doom guy? All right. Hi, what's going on there, Kevin? Good to see you again. But ooh, hold on. I gotta start that over. Is that right? Yeah, there we go. Sorry. Anyway, Kevin, welcome. It has been a moment. How you doing, buddy? Stream Ellis showed up. That's always nice. What's up, Franco? Freddie was asking about you. C2S is here. Brian, teleport noise. Clive C, what's up, buddy? Dave, Spiker. It is indeed Wednesday, and it's about to storm its ass off. Maybe in about an hour. I guess we'll see. Chris, PJ, how are y'all? So we finally getting back to the Lego thing. I ripped part of the backwards nail off today. That was fun. So, but that's not hurting so much anymore, so we're good to go. So, how has everybody been? What's up, Locke? Guess we'll get ready to do a Vertitherma woofle, yeah? Let me grab that. And I still haven't added any since for a week and a half. Any woofle juice? Ooh. Wow, why is that so tight? Oh, there we go. And it's still got the tiniest bit of water in it. Well, woofle juice. Let's add some juice. Play with fire a little bit, and then I guess we'll get to, oh. And then I'll give you a sneak preview of what I finished putting together today. Well, not really a sneak preview. I'll show you a picture. How's that? All right, here we go. Is that working? Yeah. Number one. One for Freddie. Set chat on fire. Yeah. I still haven't gotten around to testing the new one, which I should do because it has anti-spill. Like when the bubbles overflow for me and Clive, and we just get bubble juice all over us. I actually added a small gutter to catch that and redirect it back into the bubble juice on the new one. All right, get that clean. How we doing up here? Not too bad. Yeah. Wow, there's weird cold spots. Huh. Okay. Probably dead stuff. All right. Let's see. What did I finish putting together today? There we go. Okay, so the last time you saw it, it looked like this. Now, it looks like this. Oh, it doesn't even fit in the picture all the way. There we go. That's Dorothy. She's all done now. Ready to zero in, which I'll be doing soon enough. Let's see where the storm's at. Do. This goes up to 540, so maybe around 6 o'clock. I'm sure we'll be fine. Either way, the UPSs will at least let me end the stream if all goes horribly, horribly wrong. Let me reload that, close that, that there, we're good there. Move that over there. All right, let's play with some Legos, shall we? Yeah, actually, what the fuck am I doing? Appreciate everybody stopping by. Cheers. I made some tea. Fish online. Yeah, crazy airsoft stuff there, Dave. All right, move that over there. Move all this over there. That's all good. Move the mouse and the me. I should probably get around getting that iPhone set up. They keep asking her, when are you going to call me back? I'll get there. I had it for a week. Guys, I haven't even opened up the tablet in probably 2 or 3 months. I've just been using my phone, knowing that they were transitioning to a phone. Alright, that's there, that's there. Drinky poo is there. Vapey poos are there. Chatty poos over there. It's good to have you there, Josh. How you doing? Okay, apparently I wrote a note that said we left off at 177, but I think the last thing we built got knocked on or something. So we're going to have to back that ass up a little bit and figure out what... Well, first we got to figure out where the fucking mouse is. There it is. All right. As there are a couple pieces, but I think... Like, there's a couple, like, small pieces. But I think we're all contained in here. Or maybe I meant to write 175. But these pieces don't quite look right. So I'm going to back up a little bit here. Not that. Yeah, we're going to have to back this up a little bit. So we're making that one. That one's got that, and that. That has a red thing on it and a wedge right there, but it does not have a brown thing. And we flip that over. Okay, I did miss a piece. All right, I thought something seemed a little off. How do we get Scruff to look to the left? Why is... Oh. Sorry. I'm like, what do you mean? Camera, yes. Thank you. Sorry. I decided a pellet gun is what I need. Oh, for what you're... Yeah, if it's got to get to that, then yeah, a little pellet gun will get stuff done. That's right, I remember that little convo. Alright, so where are we at? We're here. That's facing that way. That's that way. That's there. That's there. That's under there. This goes here. Okay. And then this little guy. What in the world? Oh, no, I didn't forget that little guy. That little guy is on here. Right there. Oh, that's making more sense. Okay, and that means this goes right there. I think I actually dropped the pew on it at one point. And this goes grip there. That's right. Okay. Oh, that's right too. Yeah, this is under just the tiniest bit of tension because of how they have this set up. Ooh. Woo, woo, woo. Yeah, like I said, it's under a little bit of tension. And it just fell apart. Neat. Pretty sure that's like that. Should put that like that. But I need that to back off a little bit. And then everything else falls apart. Oh, let me get a little more centered up for you. Oh my word. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this isn't really working. It's putting just enough tension on these blocks that they are not. So this probably popped on its own. Just want to see how that does. You may need to apply assistance. Let's see. Pretty loose right now. That's cracked just a little bit to keep it loose. At least it's not blown up. There's my tweezers here. Fix that. Whoa, 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 whoa. What was that? Why don't I see that? William's Thankful subscribed with Prime. I thank you. And a cheers to that there, buddy. Much appreciated. Help us get more Legos. Of course, I'm gonna have to find a place to put them. We've just about filled my shelves with Lego, which is not a bad thing. Are we missing something over here? More noises. What happened that time? Huh? Ah, sub goal. That's cool. Well, I'll drink to that. 10 out of 10 subs. All right. Look, NASA's been up and running for 3 weeks. Going to start using it now that the burn-in is done. There you go. Glad. There's some thunder. Glad it's doing its thing. Very good. All right, this we set to the side. Is that everything? I feel like I'm missing something here. I am. What is this thing doing? It's like skip. That's why I'm missing stuff. It's like skipping some of the instructions. That's weird. Go AI, go. All right, let's see. Okay, so that was for the piece there. All right, so we can set these to aside. Building the next pieces. Let the hunt begin. Where's the flashlight? It's been a minute, so I don't remember where any fucking thing is. So we need it's that light gray and I guess that's light. I guess it's light gray and dark gray. Believe so. All right. So we need light gray little hand arm thingies. The captain Barrett is here and would like us to drink the water. Don't drink anything he gives you. You gotta watch them guys. They're sneaky sometimes. But yeah, let's go ahead and drink some more. Hydrate, y'all. I see 2S camera. There are big bore air rifles. Want to say like 32 caliber, like a rock'em sock'em. They definitely got some big ass air rifles. A buddy of mine has a nice selection of air rifles. Light gray. Let's see. Let's go to the bag that has a lot of light gray shit in it, maybe. I'll just go backwards from here. There ain't no light gray in that. I wonder if this is one of those things that changed colors. No light gray. No light gray. Two light gray pieces. No light gray. All right, let me scroll up, see if that's one of them color changey ones. What are we, page 70 or something? Yeah. Nope. Okay. So we should be able to find them, I would assume then. Let's up there. No. Are they in the there's the weird bag. In the weird bag, not in the weird bag. The jack attacks, take them again. Right here. I found them. It's awfully close for a storm that wasn't supposed to show up for like an hour. Oh, there we go. Pretty sure I saw them there. There we go. Yeah, let's see. Two of these just go loop. Dark gray singles. Dark gray singles in your area now. It goes there, and then we need one flat top dark gray. There's one right there. God, that feels weird on my finger. Too many sharp bits. That like kind of sucks. It's like reaching into barbed wire. All right, let's see. Light gray elbow bits. That's also in this bag. Okay. They would like that one here. Hold on, let me look at the map. What the fuck is going on out there? Ah, yeah, there's a cell developing. It's coming right at us. That'll be alright. Alright. Oh shit. Why does it keep like something is just dumb goofy with fucking Adobe now? Keeps doing dumb shit. Dumb shit. What happened there? Williams Thankful just followed. I appreciate that. Good to have you around. I don't see what else what I need in there. This bag has finally let us down. Remember, always seal your bags because you're gonna grab it and it's gonna go. And I have no idea why I just shone the flashlight at the monitor like that was going to help. Oh my god. Dumbass. Okay. Fucking hell. What's up, I'm lurking while playing Arc Raiders. Yeah, I gotta once my finger is a little more limber and I get my little 3-pedal thing hooked up. Alexa, what's my notification? Alexa, what's my notification?
You have one new notification from Alexa Weather. From Alexa Weather, U.S. National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Essex, Maryland. It'll be in effect until May 20th, 5:30 p.m. EDT.
All right. So we have like 30 minutes before I guess I'll be destroyed. Or within 30 minutes, I should be destroyed. Well, I saw a great billboard. Pretty woman with a thought balloon. Looking for hot shingles in your area for a roofing company. Nice. I just keep hearing weird noises. Yeah, it must be starting already. I think it's hailing a little bit. There's nothing to worry about tornado-wise. I need my shifter bit thing. Weren't there shifter bits in here? No, those are nipple pinchers. No shifter. I don't know, or no, that's right. I needed the shifter to find the shifter and then pull the piece off because they sent it like as a whole thing as opposed to just the piece, if I'm remembering right. Or it might just be one of these. It might be one of those. I suppose we can plug it in. We'll see if it plugs in, and if it does, if everything else works out, then we know we guessed accurately. Oh, alright. So that would put this here. Okay. Okay. That there. On step 181, if you're following along. Oh, and then this grabs that. How are we going to do this? It doesn't explode. It's like, ow. Fuck, finger. Come on. Little tight you are. It, okay. More tension problems. Thunder. This piece is going to be a problem. We need to sort that problem out. Where's my new pew? Motherfucker! Alright, I'm gonna put a little bit of super glue on this because it obviously needs it, but I'm putting gloves on because the last time I opened this super glue, I basically was wearing super glue gloves because it's cheap stuff. But then I sat there with the sanding block and just sanded most of it off. I can't stand trying to like peel that off or whatever. I just sanded it off. I'm all right, but you're collaborating with your doctor, so I'm hopeful you can find a solution. He hasn't found absolute calm right now. Please do what you need to stay on the healthy side, okay? You can always pad yourself with poofy cats. Hit the poofy. Hit the poofers. I'll just use this. Oh. This is just going to go everywhere, I'm sure. Or it's just going to clog. All right. Oh, this one hasn't been opened yet. Where's the open one? Well, that would be the one with super glue all over it. Ooh, yep, that's definitely fucking working. All right. There's a little hole in there. Get into some of the center bricks. A little there. And it's gonna like turn it colors or whatever. But like this needs to get done. Sorry, it'll just make it the armor look more rugged. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh. Make sure I get both sides. Guess we'll after I'm done doing this, we'll take a moment and let this set. And let me glue these onto here. They also like to fall off. Whoa, 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 killer. All right, we'll give these a moment to set. Then we'll put this in place and then glue this piece on there and to glue them together. I don't think I got any of it on me yet. That's cool. I'm gonna leave the gloves on because I don't see the point taking them off. Okay, well, we kick back, move over a little bit, grab our tea. I don't have a water. Like if I had a little, that would cure it pretty quickly, but I don't. So we'll just kind of chill a second. 10% Lego, 89% super glue, 1% cat hair. I'd probably go more 15, 80, and 5. Franco, I used to like putting wood glue on my fingers and peeling it off on the go when it's set. I would do that when I was younger if I got a lot of just like you wash your hands and like you just can't get certain stuff off, like it just is fucking in there, and I'd go do the same thing. I'd get Elmer's glue, wood glue, whatever. Let it glue and then peel it off, and it would usually get pretty decent amount of it off. It's pouring its ass off out there. Haven't you sorted enough Lego pieces? That's not what you're, where? What are we sorting? Whose pieces? Get the blue pack Loctite super glue. Now if I get, when I want super glue, I get this. This is the original formula super glue. Not that newfangled bullshit. That's still the original formula that environmentalists don't fuck with because it's needed for industrial stuff. Most of the super glue you get at the store is a little bit different. But that's the OG formula, so I get that when I need to. I actually need to get more. This cheap stuff I got, because I know I just needed it for like Legos, but I need to get more of the good. That metal looks like it was the original button. That's been beat up. That bounced around in my work van for probably about 2 years, and then it's been in the house for about 2 years, I think. Ugh. I did the same with candle wax. My mom wasn't pleased. All right, let me get a puff or two in here, and we'll go from there. Sorry, I wanted to keep talking so the mic stayed hot so you could hear the thunder. I learned to stop doing that pretty quick with candle wax once I burnt myself. Yeah, that's one way to stop. I like the Loctite super glue in the squeeze bottle. It seems to keep well. Well, that, I don't always have to buy it. Yeah, when I buy it, I'll see what I need, like what seems to fit my needs at the time. But those hard bottles like that, I get from a customer. Oh, the outside mic. Fuck. I think that's still set up on here. It's sitting in here somewhere. I'd have to hunt that down. Right. Funny thing, you can still use the same concept of wood glue to clean your work mat. Same thing happened to hands. It's like, yeah, I've seen people do that, put glue on them. I've got a couple marks on this. Any one that bugs me is this one because it looks like grease, but I think it's just glue with, like, who knows what mixed into it. All right, one more puff and then we will resume. I was like, something doesn't look straight, but I forgot this piece is wobbly. Yeah, it's just about dry. Oh, I just set it in the okay. Forgot there's a big blob of it right there. I just put my thumb in it, so I'm gonna take that glove off. Oh. Let's see, we'll get risky with it. We'll give it another minute or so. You otherwise seem to like use a drop and then the rest ends up dried up. Yeah, the hard bottles, I don't have that problem. The only thing with the hard bottles is sometimes you still gotta like jam a needle down there to make a path, but they usually stay pretty clog free. All right, get some drink and then we'll see how this goes. Soap goo. Turned out it was not super non-slip for metal workers. Oh. Whoops. Yeah, don't do that. Alright, let's see here. Where does this go again? Like that. Ooh, there's glue. Ooh. Ah, I keep forgetting there's that puddle in the middle because it's freaking clear. Don't go in the puddle. Uh-oh, which one? Go over down. I like that. Yeah. Oh, now that it's tight, it doesn't want to fucking... Wait. What is going on here? How does it... Fuck. How does that go there to there? If that is there. There's not enough room for that like that. Maybe if I move this over here? Not really. That's kind of weird. If I flick this little piece off, it'll work. If I can get that little facing. I don't think that's glued on. There we go. Alright, now it'll fit. Now this should sit right on top of it. Oh, it's still a little bit too high. I think I can make that work. Let's see. Got everything sticking to me. Should have put fresh gloves on. Alright. That's pretty much where that's going to be. Oof. Oh wow, there that's about to be a. We're going to have to do that to hold that together. Alright. Because I've looked 100 times and it matches, all the pieces match, so I didn't bork it up, so I don't know what happened. But alright. Now let's do that. Set this on the fresh stuff. Actually, we'll set it like that. Let's see. Alright. Stupid glue. Anyway, super glue guaranteed to glue your fingers to what you fix. Yeah. Make glue what you want, maybe. Yeah, maybe. It's not glue, it's just a tight coating of non-slip and not water soluble. Yeah. Don't be putting goo on your hands, Locke, or at least look twice before you goo. Wasn't here in the beginning. What are we building? Doom guy from Doom 2016. We're finally back to the Legos. Even with my finger fucking rocking today. Alright. We can move on to the next section. It does not include that, so that can dry. And our flashlight is going. Okay. Microphone. Alright, we have light. Well, what would that be? Tan. Desert colored pieces. There's one. These shouldn't be too hard to find. There's not many here, so they kind of stand out. Those. These. Oh shit, I needed 2 of the other ones. What was that, bag 7? I don't really hearing much storm anymore, so I guess that first cell is finished. These are just literally just shows us doing this. At least they're not sticking to my fingers. That's a good sign. I need a 2x3. Ooh, I left the bag open. See, look, piece is trying to fall out. Oh, that's not even the right place. Bag 1. Okay. What the hell? Huh. Okay. there a bright yellow piece in here? I don't feel like I don't know that I remember if I've seen a bright yellow piece in here. I'll do the quick check, like it should stand out. I know we had the red. I don't see anything yellow. Let me see if that the color change thing here. Page 72 is where we're at. All the way up. Yes, it is now light gray. All right. So that means we need all of those. See you later, Franco. Appreciate you swinging by. Have you used the non-slip goo? Mostly used in machine shops. No. I don't believe I have. Dark gray, one of these. Gonna need another one of those soon. Let me put this back here since we eliminated that piece. We need a dark gray ball looking thing. Is that in the weird piece? It does not appear to be. I'm guessing there's like only one or two. And since it's the same color as everything else. But hopefully the fact that it's a ball makes it a little more visible. What else am I looking for on doing that? Oh, and a dark gray hinge. Dark gray ball thing, that's a ball. Dark gray ball. And a dark gray hinge. There's a dark gray hinge. One of those. And the ball thing. There's some balls in there, just not the right balls. These are not the balls you seek. That's a shifter ball. Not in that bag. Problem is it's a small piece, but I believe it has a... From the picture it looks like a... Yeah, there, okay, there it is in light gray. Pretty sure that picture looked pretty much like dark gray. So we're gonna put that there, in case that is it. I'm going to continue to look for dark gray ones, because I'm pretty sure the picture showed dark gray. Those are close. I don't think it's going to destroy the artistic rendering of the piece if it were the wrong gray, but if we can keep it as accurate as possible, and there are no other pieces like that in here, so it's got to be these. One of those. Okay, they're like light gray. There's one. Bag 7. Try to remember that. And this is what I was talking about. That. Oh, itchy. There we go. Wanted to wait a while before I scratch my beard, just in case. Okay, there we go. There. That there. And we get another hinge. Okay, where there is that one? No. Yeah, it is. Okay. So I know we found the hinge first. And one of these. Self-healing mat. Then why is there a cut right there? Not that I care. I just think it's funny. I guess it's self-healing to a very minimal point. Alright. What do we need? We need another elbow piece. Like this? No. Like that. Like your mom. One of those, and then a flat 2x2. They in here? They are. They are indeed. You coming out to see to us? How you doing? Congratulations, buddy. That there. That there. Now we need a 1x2 flat tan and a 1x2 dark gray. Where's the 1x2 flat? That should be too hard to find. Well, depending on how many there are left. Must not be many left. Oh, no. Yep, there is one. Okay. I need a 1x. Okay, they're in the dish. Room one, asshole. There we go. That goes there. This goes there. This goes here. Alright. Now we need a dark gray curvy bit. It's kind of a big piece. I'm kind of a big piece. I think that would be pretty easy to find. But alas, I digress. For it hath hidden itself frometh me. Ith. do, do, do. Okay, this is interesting. Oh, there it is. Self-healing Matt. Wish my name was Matt. No, your name is not Matt. It's Pancake. I'd be a hairy bear, roar, says C2S. You are a little teddy bear. Are you our new channel teddy bear, C2S? Digests. Well, you know some vegetables are goo. What? That's not what we're talking about there, Farmer. Why does it do that? Calm down. Okay. Now we need a shaboopy bunch of pieces. So we need a single flat. I don't remember what bag those were in. There's a single, but I need a single flat. I don't see it there, but I do see it right there. Just one? Just one? Oh man, we need one of those super tiny freaking pieces, and it's in dark gray. Woo! Need one of these. 1 by 1. I need a 1 by 2. There's that. So we need more pieces out of that. Better than Will. I can't count how many times they shot at him. Yeah. Yeah, I can't imagine being somebody named Will, like living near a gun range. Fire at Will! What? Fuck, shit! What? Oh, right, never mind. Okay. Not talking about me. We got that. Where's that curvy piece? There on one of the... Yeah, and then that one. And then a 1 by 3, not in here. Alright, so we need a 1 by 3 and that one. So we need a 1 by 3. Then we get to look for the hard pieces. That 1 by 3. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, smallest piece in the world. Fuck. Wish I remembered what bag those were in. For some reason, my eyes don't write the 4, so let me see if they're in 4. And my brain's trying to tell me something. Doesn't look like it. There's the slightly larger version of that piece in there. That might have been what I was thinking. Who knows? Alright, let's look for this tiny guy. It's not one of my... No, it's not one of my set aside little tubbies there. See, they should stick in a bag like that. It just has... There it is. There's one. That has slightly fewer pieces in it, and most of them are smallish and unusual. Make it a little easier to find. Shit, where'd it go? Is that it? Yep. There we go. And this is, as I've said before, I'll show you again, that's the hateful bastard. Little French toaster. My sex life is like a Ferrari. I don't have a Ferrari. Yeah. That's fine. Alright, what in the world do you want? Oh, okay. That there, that there. That there. One piece there. this here. This here. And this. How do you expect this to connect to that there, boss? Oh, that piece needs to get turned 90 degrees. Okay. Luckily, no glue on this one yet. Whoop. But yeah, I wouldn't put glue on anything unless I knew it was absolutely assembled correctly. Why doesn't this want to go back on here? There we go. Son of a biscuit. Alright, that goes there. That goes there. Right? Alright. Alright, so now we have to find all that stuff again. Shit. Alright. Shit, don't fire at will. Well, what is it? Fire or don't fire? Well, you probably shouldn't fire at will, even though people always say that. Most wills I know are pretty alright dudes, so. Most. I know at least one that is not an alright dude. I think it was 5? I feel like it was in 4, or was it 7? I feel like that was in 4 or 5, that tiny ass piece. It doesn't feel like the right bag. Look at 4 again. I know there aren't many left, because I remember when I found it, there was only like a couple in there. There's the one. Stuck to another piece. Matt's mom would take him in the backyard and beat him with a stick if he got dirty. I knew a guy named Matt. People walked all over that guy. Ah. Oh boy. I guess Lock Watcher's filling in for Jack Attack. Back in the 70s when you could do it, my aunt tied my cousin to the clothesline because he wouldn't stop running in the street. That's fairly reasonable. Alright, more light pieces. These, we have that, we have that, we have that. Grab one of these. There's still one more in there. Okay, so those 4. Need the 1x3s and the big ramps. Here's the big ramp. I am getting thirsty. Big ramp. And a 1x3. I don't remember where the 1x3s were. Knife. It's like a saw sword edge. 1x3. Oh, that's right. That's right. Forgot. That's up there. Okay. Go Team Venture. Who's there? This is there. Okay. Oh, then this goes here. So one is held on by a single stud. The other is held on by 8 out of 8. Nice. All right, I need something to drink. Take a sip, everybody. My car just told me I need Blue Def in 500 miles. I'd get it immediately then, because all of that is going up in price. It's like as soon as we hit Iraq, I went out that day and filled up my 42-gallon tank in my Suburban. When it was still under $4 a gallon. Like, it was still close to $3 a gallon when I stuffed that 42-gallon tank full, because I knew what was coming. And it's up around $5 a gallon. A couple spots around here. This Mr. Fire John is wild berry herbal tea in my kitty cup of my cats. This is actually really fucking like this will keep this tea hot for like 3 or 4 hours and warm for another 3 or 4. I love this thing. I was gonna try and hop on and watch your stream earlier at work, but then I fucking got phone calls and I had to like do work at work, which is fucking lame. Ugh. There's Jack Attack. All right, stand down, lot. My girlfriend is like the square root of -100, a solid 10, but also imaginary. All right, let's see. We got that thing. We need that. That was weird. All right. That. Huh. Neat. You can see the pulse width. All right. What do we need? We need a dark gray bendy bit. Like, I'll block it when I can. I don't know how annoying that is, but kinda need it. Because I'm old and these bags are slowly losing their transparency because of all the little cracks and scratches on them. That is not it. Not it. Not it. There we go. 6F6G. Is there a J in her name? Who? He was bragging just before he started it, and gas here was $1.85. And I remember when I was 18, fucking gas hit $1. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Oh my God. Like, once it hit $1, that's when I started charging friends for gas, because that's when it was just too much. $1. Now we have California prices. And now California has, well, really fucking bad prices. As much as California tries to say they're for the environment, or they're for this, they're for America, and all this shit, did you know that California uses a special blend that is not produced in the United States? They have to import all their fuel. And I do believe I know it's made in South America, and I feel like it may have been coming from Venezuela. Not sure about that, but I think it's close to Venezuela, at least geographically. But yeah, I found that really fucking interesting. Their mandates are so fucked up for California gasoline that no one in America will make it because of the specialized equipment it requires. C2S, I remember in the 80s, 70 cents could use a can deposit to fill it up. Yeah, take cans in there. Where are we at here? Yeah, we're looking for the brown nipple pinchers. That's right. There's a lot of dark brown pieces, that's for sure. Ooh. Dark brown. Nipple pincher. There's an angled nipple pincher. I just need a small nipple pincher. That one? Nope, side pincher, not the top pincher. We are getting closer, though, I assure you. Where are you, pincher man? We have nipples to pinch. Speaking of pinching nipples, I don't know where Piano Man is. It's not those. I'm not seeing it. We're gonna have to go back through again. Son of a bitch. Donk. There must not be many of these left. Must not be many of them left. Or it's stuck to another piece. What? No, that's a cylindrical nipple pincher. There's a robot nipple pincher. Wait. We got him. I wonder if I should get like a variable incandescent flashlight so that we don't have to deal with you don't have to deal with the strobe effect. Because I wonder if YouTube polishes that out any. How bad is it? Like, how bad do you see that strobe effect? Like the pulse width modulation in the light? Because I see it like plain as day on here, but it may be translated different between Twitch and YouTube. Okay, so we got that one. Now we need this one. Ladies and gentlemen, we got them. I think I may actually take some Motrin tonight. What did I just hear? Oh, let me refresh the weather map here. Let's see what's up. Yeah, we got a little something coming, and that cell that passed over us, as soon as it passed over us, now it's this big giant motherfucker. So that formed over us and then carried on and kept going. So that was luck. All right, dark gray. It is noticeable. Day is plain. Yeah, okay. I thought possibly. Speaking of Ed's mom, what's up, Zenny-san? You were in that storm, the one north of me? Northeast of me? Because you shouldn't be. You shouldn't be. Okay, the other question, how disturbing is it to see as I'm looking around? Like, should I stop using it immediately? Even though I've been using it, when I say even though I've been using it a while, I don't mean so suck it up. I mean, like, that would suck if, like, everyone's fucking twitching out because of this fucking light. Oh, you're at the southern one? Oh, okay. Alright, a light gray bendy bit. We'll do the quick pokey check. Alright, cool. Don't even need the worse when you yeah, like I guess that would be pretty bad, yeah. I changed a light bulb, across the street, walked into a bar. My life is a joke. Christ. Okay. Dark gray 2x2. 1x2, sorry. Huh. Oh, I just thought of something. Hold on. Hold on. Calm down. Give me a second. Let me investigate something. Where is that one? I don't see that. There it is. Let's see. Ah. Okay, now we have a rechargeable battery source, so I'll just use that one. I'm pretty sure I measured this out like a month or two ago, and it was like, don't wonder if they make 18500s, and then I get a fucking attachment for the pew that requires 18500s. So now we have 18500s. All right, cool. Okay. What are we doing here? Where are we at? Whoa, that instruction doesn't look right. Okay, we're collecting stuff. We got that. Twofer. Oh, this is a good light too. Okay. So I'll just remember the red ones for Lego night. Just have to remember to recharge it every once in a while. Guess we'll see how long it goes, and then I can put the backup battery pack in with the old Rayovax. Whoa. I don't know. Okay, let's just start here. Not that one. 1x2s. It's got much weirder pieces in it. There's one of them. How bad is that? Oh, that's good. Okay. Smooth light, yay! What is for supper time? I'm probably gonna make a burger. Nothing special. I got a little bit of pasta left, but I'll probably eat a burger and then save the pasta for later. Just so it's, you know, easy heat and go. Where are the 1x2s? I thought there were a shitload of them. Oh, there are. They're just over there. In the dish. 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 You making pancakes tomorrow, Locke? Somewhere in the background you hear. Huh? I was doing magic shit. What'd you say? I grilled some burgers. I'm developing a game where you have to go back in time to assassinate Adam. It's a first-person shooter. Oh, he's back, baby. C2S grilled some burgers. It was a rough 700 degrees Fahrenheit, low humidity, no winds. Not bad for 700 degrees. Now 70 degrees. That's not bad. How do you think this is going to attach? Now I'm guessing we're going to be making a clampy thing. That just kind of floats there for now. Now we need another light gray bendy bit. See, and this one I can turn on and off because it's just a single click, as opposed to having to cycle through clicks on that one. So that's even more convenient. Right, and this actually attaches up here. In theory. There we go. That goes there. And see, I guess next step has a connecting piece. It does. Brown ramp. Brown ramp. Rampy ramp ramp. Rampy rampy ramp ramp. That's better. I was attacked by 6 doors last night. Not happy. What? Don't do that. Did you invite them? Did you go to the little people convention and say the M word? That would be some of them that beat you up if you called them the other word for little people. Brown ramp, baby. Where is that it? There's one. There's another one. Looks like we only need one. And there's some thunder. Here comes the thunder. God. And see, when I say that, when you hear me say, here comes the thunder, that's because someone actually said that once in an establishment where I was. And boy, what came out. Ooh. That was an appropriate name. My word. And we need a light brown that. Okay. You know a French kiss, but what's an Australian kiss? The same as a French kiss, but down under. Kinda kisskiness. Kningilikissicus. My vegan friend told me that chicken you're eating had a family. I said, that's why I ordered the family bucket. Nobody gets left behind. Australians don't have sex. They might. A veggie burger, I like black bean spicy ones. Those weren't bad when I was eating those. They weren't too bad. Black bean ones were better than most stuff. That's what you're into anyway. Oh, okay. This goes in to the clippy bit. Oh, okay. How far can I go? I can go pretty far. Okay. Wow, 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 wow. Alright, brown 2x2. Where the Fire John go? God damn it. Oh no, those are the notched ones. These are the correct ones. What happened with Six Dwarves there, buddy? What did you do to the little people to make them angry? You said you were jumped by 6 dwarves? I imagine this is something we need elaboration on. Don't just say that shit and walk away. 2 square. A joke for the 7 that get attacked by 6, not yeah, I gotcha. Okay. You sneaky guys and your sneaky jokes. You don't remember what bag the 1x1s flats are in, do you? Is that one? Yep, never mind. They're in that bag. Number 11. But I need 2 of them. Okay. Top of the hour toot. Hold on, before we do that, let's do a toast. Because I'm thirsty. I'm thirsty. Cheers, everybody. I guess it's still very hot to drink. I only hit it up to 190 degrees, and that was at 345. And it's like I still can't chug it. I love this guy. Of course, those that have been around a while will remember that mug. I've had that for a while. Back when I was drinking tea like I was breathing air. Like that thing just never left my side. But I do need to, I don't drink tea much anymore. But I do still have a bunch. And I think I would like to incorporate it back in. Of course, it's also getting to be summertime. Not the best time to reintroduce a hot drink. But God, that fucking glue's all over. Now half my fingers feel weird because one of them's fucked up and the other ones are glued. There. Okay. Oh, little tiny nipple pinchers again. What bag were those in? dark gray. Are we missing a bag? Where's bag 11? Oh. Alright, let's just take it from the top. Actually, you know what? Let's go start backwards. I feel like these are on the back half. Probably wrong, but been out of it for so long, I'm like regaining my quote instincts on remembering where pieces are. Yeah, I guess it is in the top half, because there's a bunch of pieces that are very close. But not, this is not the piece you seek. There we go. Phew. What did Yoda say when he saw himself in 4K? HDMI. Yes, you are, Yoda. You are indeed HD. Hey, so how about that new Mandarin movie coming out? With Baby Yoda or Grago, or I don't know. I thought it was Baby Yoda, but now they're saying it's Grago. Is that the same entity? Uh-oh. Where'd it go? Hold on. There it is. Thunder's getting closer. I'm gonna go refresh the map here. Oh, where's the clicker? Did I get the clicker? Ah, yeah, we got what is currently a not so bad cell getting ready to swing by to the north. Probably be fine. Did you know Yoda had a last name? It was Lehiu. Yoda Coffee, tea, milk. Your mom. Where are these guys? These are clamping on. Ah, shit. How did I get one of the right ones and one of the wrong ones? What the hell bag was that? Shit. Yeah, I guess it was this bag. This needs to be an up-down pincher. It's not a side pincher. I took my sleep bed. Soon I'll be sleepy, says Chris. That is usually the plan. I hope that you accomplish that. Oh, yeah. Forgot about the top of the hour toot itself. Cheers. Make some cold tea. I don't know. Like, when I do cold tea, it's just half and half. Like, I'm not real big on cold tea, like plain tea all the time. Or cold, you know, I can do like cold brew. Not really my thing with tea. I'm not going to hold this so it doesn't explode. Okay, that is supposed to move. Okay, good. Good. Yes, there should be a space. Good. 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 Two of these. Yeah, I guess if anybody wants to, I'm done the stream. I'll end the YouTube side, and if I'll give you a preview of the new pew for those that may be interested. There we go. I wonder if Crossman still makes pellet guns. I had a Crossman pellet gun when I was growing up. I wonder if they're still around. Ooh, what? Oh man, where's that guy? That goes there. Light brown. That. 2 of those. There's a bunch of them. Scruff, have you seen the current Mission Impossible films? No. I haven't watched any. I don't think I've watched any of the new Mission Impossibles. Just haven't gotten around to it. But I think I have some of them. But well, yeah, once it's time, I'll get them all stuffed in there. This is like that direction. 760 Pump Master. Is that the 10 pump pistol? I had the little 10 pump pistol with the little tiny. Yeah, you pump it. It's 10 pump. You pump it up like 15 times. All the time, because, you know, it's just what you do. Use long leaf tea chines, jasmine tea. Make sure it's full leaves, not rolled up balls. Balls no good. Yes, yes. Balls bad. Okay. Next step. One more of these. I started a band called 999 megabytes. We haven't got a gig yet. Now we're gonna need 3 of these. God, that fucking feels weird on my fucking finger. God. I gotta do it. Like, I gotta get the nerves used to, like, being used. It's like I'm rustling through a bunch of fucking needles. God damn. Let me set those on the side. That there. 2x3. Light brown. There we go. Oh yeah, I go to the range this weekend. I got training on Sunday. That's right. Guess we'll see how that goes. I'll probably go on like Friday after, like a little bit after work, just to make sure. But my grip's getting, like, I should be able to hold a pistol. I just gotta watch the squeeze. But the doctor said I was at least good to start, like, doing actual exercises, so I'm gonna be working that this week as well. Because I got carry concealed, practical carry concealed training this week. Or this weekend. I forgot about that. And it was free because I signed up for a membership. Just need to exercise that. Exercise the membership. I haven't done that since the stupid finger thing. Nope. Light brown 1x1. Is that it? That is it. I had an argument with someone at the bar the other night who claimed that he was a big pop star in the 1980s. I didn't believe him, but he was very adamant. Good Lord. To make a bucket lighter, put holes in it. Well, yeah. The only Mission Impossible I've ever seen is the one with Peter Graves. Yeah, I've seen the OG one a few times. Have you met Tom Cruiselock? No. If you put a hole in a net, it gets less holes than when you started. That is very true. The more holes you put in a net, the less holes you have. Yes. Yes. Ooh. Jesus, that hit really fucking close. What are we doing here? What's working and what's not working? Let's see. All right, that's working. What's up with this? All right, there goes that. That was close. So I guess that storm's getting closer. So your UPS works, yes. Just the cameras needed to be reinitialized. All right, let's see. That'll be fun to watch on the playback. See, it's 6:13 p.m. Is everything else working? Yeah, all the plugins and shit are working. All right. Do 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 do. So that means, let's see, for that to have been successful, that means 1, 2, 3 UPSs operated flawlessly. Flawless victory. Oh, did you guys hear the boom afterwards? I guess. Yeah, well, the mixer's got battery power anyway, so that shouldn't have knocked out. Yes, you did. Hey, what's up, Mr. S? You just missed the lights going out from the big boom storm outside. All right, now we need these 3. You heard the crackle and everything? Yeah, that'll be cool. Well, that was exciting. Yeah, that was fun. That's all right. I'm not pressed. That's why I got battery backups. They want these tucked in a little bit. It's really romantic. It really isn't a romantic candlelit dinner when it's caused by the electric company. Well, yeah, I mean, you could work with it though. You can kind of work with that. Where'd the mouse go? Yeah. All right, now I'm thirsty again. We've been working outside past few days, fucking 100 degrees out. It's like, yay. Nothing but black asphalt as far as the eye can see. All right. Ooh, easy killer. All right. Where'd the mouse go? All right. Let's see here. 1x2. Some weird brown pieces. What was that? Light brown 1x2. Just go backwards. Why is 2 right in front of me? I guess because somehow I knew it would have the next piece in it. Okay. I broke my ankle years back. Company required I be at 75% ability before returning to work. I was only 60% when I got hurt. Alright, these they're kind of big. I might be able to see them without searching every bag. Assuming they haven't changed colors. Ooh. Let's just do the thing here. If I see any pieces like them that are not the correct color, then we will stop and check to see if they were changed. It's not in a weird bag. Whoa. What is that? Thank you for the Pi dollars. 314. Here's some for the electric bill. Yeah, it'll cost a couple. It'll cost the way the electricity is in Maryland. It'll cost about that much to recharge the UPSs. So thank you. Let's drink some more. And cheers. Thank you for that. When you watch the replay, have the chat replay. Well, the first time I watch it, it won't be up because it's got a process to like sync up the replay. But I'll watch it again after it processes. I don't remember what bag we were on. Where's bag 6? Bag 6 is in front of me. We were probably on bag 6. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, wow. Hold on. I got to fix my windows over there. Where'd they go? Hello? Oh, that was actually 20 things equaled $3.14. That's awesome. That's why I said Pi dollars. Where's the damn mouse at now? Come on, thread the needle. You can do it. There you go. Good job. Good boy. Here's your good mouse. Here's your good mouse. All right. We're still looking for those 2 fucking pieces, aren't we? And there they are. And boop. Let's do it the way they have it. Those together. Now we need flat green. 2x4. When you initialize the cameras, do you need to provide a full signature or just a couple letters? Blood samples, usually. Usually just submit the blood samples. Or just flick blood on the screen, it'll sort it out. I think my phone's a vampire. Show the current progress. Well, we got that. This guy here. And then we got the thing we glued. And then we got some more thunder. And then we got this guy. And I farted. Just thought you should know that. These go this way and this way. $208. There we go. All right, light brown square booby. Light brown square boob. There they are. Of course, 2 light brown square boobs. Okay. Oh, sorry, let me orient them correctly. There you go. There's your square boob shot. there. That goes there. Yeah, Chris got it. Perfect. Now, if he smashes it, then it's many pieces of progress. Well, yeah, hopefully we're trying to avoid that. Light brown satellite dish. I've seen a bunch of satellite dishes all throughout here. See if we can poke out a light brown one. Nothing light brown in there. Nope. There's a brown satellite dish, because they may have replaced the light brown satellite dishes. Ooh, that one was not sealed, and a piece came flying out. That was naughty. Let me see if that's something that was replaced, or if we're just looking for like one page. Where'd it go? There it is. Page 82 of 250. Is now a light gray. So I'll check the bing bong in a second here. Let me get to my page. Bing, 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 bing. Redeem to give a toast. We shall. Thank you, C2S. Cheers, everybody. Appreciate you hanging out for this long. They say that sniffing rosemary will improve your memory. I tried it once, then she hit me. I don't remember much after that, though. I'm not quite sure that's what they meant, but hey, good effort. Good effort. Light gray. That's a dark gray. That's not even a satellite dish. Yeah, douche. All right. So I got spray for ants again. Light gray satellite dish. There's a brown one. I don't think there's any satellites in there, no. There's one, two. Let me get both of them out. I do need both of them for the square boobies. Of course, I just now realized something. I call these square boobies. But I call these satellite dishes. I don't know. I don't know. That's just where we're at with it. That's just where we're at with it. Yeah, okay. That's moving on. Let's see. Where are we putting our full selection of boobies? Oh, you really couldn't have picked a shittier angle to show how to connect this. Looks like right about there. Is there anything to plug in? There is. Something has fallen into some hole somewhere. It's either a good Saturday night or the pieces are going to hold. I don't know. I think we're okay though. Where'd the music go? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Just one of the really long end of track things. Damn, stop shifting the fucking thing. Alright, 1x2. There it is. Where do you think this is going? Oh, yeah, it can go over here. We're adding a hole on the backside. Things could get interesting. I don't like to eat reformed ham. It's not right if they've got their lives back on track. Yeah, don't kill the skinny pigs. They're doing good. They're working out. They're feeling fit. They're porking around. Light brown 1x2. That's a tan. That's 1x2 by 1x2 by 1 and 2. That's not zipped up. Light brown 1x2. There's the round version of it. There's the single nipple version of it. Must not be many left. It's not over there. Now, is that it? That is it. Woo-hee. Those are nipples, but I could see how you could mistake them for satellites. Well, yeah. That and a black double-ended dong stud. There it is. Is that it? No, that's a whole weird fucking piece. Okay. There it is. Just one. This is on the bottom. This is on top. Boop. To whomever stole my giant wall clock, you messed up big time. There's Jack Attack, folks. He's here all week. Wow, look at all these pieces from fucking bags I keep not closing. That I gotta get right back into. That's opposite. Yes. Yes. Okay, I'm sealing it correctly. Yes. Okay. Okay. Is this going to fit the way you think it is there, buddy? Okay. Okay. Dark gray 2x2 and 1x2. 12 is unzipped again. One by two and 2x2. There's the 1 by, or blah blah. There's the 2x2s. Oh, and there's the 1x2. Alright. Alright. I was disappointed to find out the movie Dunkirk wasn't about William Shatner. Oh. Have they done any? I feel like they've done movies about him. I don't feel like they're going to be able to do any good ones until he's gone, because I know he's pretty, if I remember correctly, he's pretty particular on his stuff and what gets used of him, which is fine. Did Scruff say porking around? Yes, I said the pigs would be porking around. Something like that. Years back, can of potted meat, no brand, from a dollar store, on the can had a warning and mentioned the Poison Control Center. Well, I mean, like, yeah, I guess they're aware of some issues and they're trying to cover their ass. I mean, at least they're nice enough to kind of let you know you'll probably die if you eat their food. Oh, we're doing stuff with things. Not really sure what's supposed to happen here. Looks like they're just sitting there. There's nothing to grab onto, like that ball. Like there's no... Oh, there's that one now. Oh, if I rotate the piece around, slightly different perspective. That's... Should be about like that. What am I going to push against? Because I've already broke it. Alright, we'll do that. Oh, this is the glued piece. Fuck. Great. I'm going to break half the shit off. Alright, well, that's plugged in. Let's put this back. I just fell off again. And the whole reason we did the glue thing, this piece, this is what came loose, of course. Alright. Oh boy, I don't fucking glue the whole joint up here. You need to go back because I pushed on you when I shouldn't have. Alright. Mission successful. Where does this piece go? Right here. Yes. Okay. So we have part of an arm. Oh. Son of a bitch. Did it upside down. There we go. It's okay. It's okay. This piece fell off again. Oh, this is a different piece. Okay. As long as it's a different piece, that's fine. Everybody gets one. Okay. This one has had like 50, so this is getting glued on now. Yeah, I think we've put this piece on like 5 times. There we go. Okay. The famous B2... Oh, yeah. Just a quick heads up, I am considering changing my Twitch name from Mr. S to S. Well, we're still going to call you Mr. S, but I appreciate the heads up. Or should we not call you Mr. S anymore? Should we just call you the Giraffe Man? Just found out what the medical term is for Viagra. My cock's a flopping. Christ. My cock's a flopping. Nice. How do you quit? Wow, I tapped my thing and it changed the step. Weird. How do you catch a squirrel? You climb a tree and act like a nut, says Chris. I feel like I've heard that one before. The generic version is called My dick's a drooping. Christ. My dick's a drooping. God, and the thing is, they sound real. Hey, what are you taking, man? Oh, I got some my dick's a drooping. They're saying if that doesn't work, then I may have to try some my cock's a flopping. It's just a mess. I appreciate that, Frank. Let me grab the other one here. 10 months on Twitch support. Much appreciated. Cheers to that. All right, there's Mr. F and the name change. The guy formerly known as Mr. S. Yeah, like that. It's really bad when a potted meat product, Bone Scratches, can even be a non-brand product. Absolutely. What's up, Frank? Did I say hey, Frank yet? I don't know if I said Frank. Fingers looking as good as I can for what happened. It's not bad. I ripped off some of the backwards nail today at work. That kind of sucked, but you know. Gotta have fun with it or something. 218. All right, let's we'll get started on the next sub assembly. And Frank, since you weren't here earlier, I just let you know at the end of the stream I'm going to stop YouTube and show the finished product Pew Pew on Twitch for a couple minutes for those that were interested. All right, we need, oh, and I have a different flashlight now, so it's not all stroby and shit. Do 1 by 2. Do it's a 1 by 2. Or actually, it's a 2 by 2. I was looking for a 2 by 2, but I was singing 1 by 2. What an asshole! These are notched. These are not notched. Is that the right piece now? Yes, I believe so. Did I see a shifter in there? No. Doesn't matter anyway. Alright, so we got that. Then we have that was that in here? There's a thicky 1 by 2 with a hole in it. Like I say, last time I looked it up and it was right there. So let me do that again, and it's right there. Okay. One of these. And then dark brown 1 by 1s with the side nipple and the recessed side nipple. Whew. I won't change my YouTube name. That's cool. It's like a snake losing its skin, losing a fingernail. Yeah. And yeah, like they're saying, it may take a couple cycles to go through. Oh, they did figure out what the weird knot thing in my finger is. That's where the tendon and the muscle connect. They're still all fucked up and trying to heal. That's why it still hurts like a mother Frencher. Flat, one of those curvy flat ones. Or, I'm sorry, tapered flats. Yeah. Just one. Anyone will be fine. And a 1 by 2 by thingy fold over deal. So is the root still growing the nail out? Yes, the matrix. Apparently there's 3 sections of your nail. They're all 3 called something matrix. But the more, quote, layman terms for them is like the matrix back here, the nail root, and the nail bed. You know, the nail bed's what's like under your fingernail. The nail root is like thing under the cuticle, and the nail matrix is where it actually grows out of, like a little further back. I showed a little diagram of it Saturday. But as best we can tell, when that cut in and sliced through, it's basically like if this was the matrix and then, like, you know, you had more shit out here, it basically the slice just went sink, just missed the matrix, which allowed the nail to, it's trying to it's regrowing. It's a little weird looking, but it is regrowing something. Work's been crazy. My first year selling planter parts, lots of technical parts. I was welding today. Massage the knot out. That's, you could tell by the x-ray, it's just swelling because it's still pulling together. Like tendons and muscles, apparently that joint, if it gets fucked up, just takes a while to heal, right? But I do mess with it a little bit, but it just fucking really hurts. So I ain't trying to screw with it too much. At least not yet. A friend of mine had a penis extension. Now his house looks really stupid. God. What about there's those one apartment buildings? I feel like there's somewhere over in Europe that are that overhead look like a bunch of dicks. Damn it. Just read the latest bestseller, Race to the Bathroom by Willie Make It, forward by Betty Won't. Three more. I left the bag open again. Three more of the tapered brown. Three of these. Look, it's a dick house. Now, just look up, if you've never seen Aqua Teen Hunger Force, all the episodes, try to find the dickisode of Aqua Teen Hunger Force if you want to see a whole lot of stuff made out of dicks. And depending on which version you find, it's either censored or it's not. There is an entire rocket ship made of dicks, as a matter of fact. Like, completely constructed of said appendage. God, for some reason I feel like it's episode 4-3 or something like that. I don't remember. I forget what season that was in. It might have been 4-3. Like season 4, episode 3. I forget, but it was fucking hilarious. Even the first time I saw it with a censor version, it was just fucking hilarious. Alright, we have a little handy holder pincher nipple grabber Mecky 45 degrees things. Actually, no, are those, what angle is that? I guess depending on where you put it, actually, I mean, it could be 45, could be 90, could be Ed's mom. 3 of those short shifter deals. Those were in the early bags, yeah. Where did Fozzie Bear take his dog? Where? Said the guy. I replied, for a waka waka waka. God damn, I can't even push the button with the fucking finger. I mean, maybe I could, but I don't have any proper sensory feedback to know how much pressure I'm putting on it. So, like, it just doesn't wanna... Ooh, where the hell did that go? I have to look for that. Why does that look like it's... That's got like a little bit of a strobe thing to it for some reason. I don't think there's any actual circuitry in the thing. Unless the LEDs are getting ready to melt. Because there's no current limiting resistor. And they're expecting AAA batteries. Maybe. Oh yeah. One of them's two of them are flickering. Yeah. Alright, well, when I find that one, we'll put it back. Yeah, apparently we're melting the LEDs. Oh yeah, it's actually getting pretty warm. That's the only problem you gotta watch when you put lithium ion in cheap flashlights. That most of them don't have current limiting resistors because they know that like AAAs can't put out much current. So when you put a lithium ion in there, that's like, bring it on! And it, you tend to start losing LEDs pretty quick. Well, that's fine. That means I'll take that one up there, add a resistor, and we'll use that one instead in the future. All right, we need a whole... We got light brown nipple pincher and dark brown receiver thing. 200 bits, that's what that was. Cheers to you. I appreciate that. Do a little toasty here. Yeah, God, I haven't watched Superbad in 100 years. Oh, boy. I wonder how long until all of the LEDs burn out. Yeah, here you can see it now. You can see this one doing it. Born to strobe. Dark brown. Yeah. What? Oh, yeah. Dark brown hingy bit and light brown nipple pincher. Dark brown hingy bit, light brown nipple pincher. Dark brown hingy bit, light brown nipple pincher. That's a gray one. There's that. There's the dark brown. What's the most commonly used programming language? Profanity. Yeah, got that right. Because I remember that just from back when I used to mess with that stuff. Way back in the day. Not seeing that piece right now. I'm sorry, but the piece you are requesting cannot come to the phone. Light brown nipple pincher is busy right now. Pinching nipples. Oh. Ah, fuck. That's a light gray, or light gray or dark gray? Ooh, that's getting hot. I think that's a dark gray pincher. Yeah, it's getting a little warm there. I'll have to check it out in the thermal camera once I find this piece. Which now that I know which one we're actually looking for, should be a little easier. There's other nipple pinchers. There's some like really small flashlight looking thing. There it is. Sign language is the least spoken language in the world. Oh my god. I do not like my current to be limited. You will not limit me. Sorry, I'm just trying to match the angle. Oh, this is, oh, that must be his hand. Okay. Okay. All right, let's see how this looks like. Ow. God. Alright, it's not that bad. Okay. That was that reflex of, this is hotter than you remember. Oh, wait. Guess I should get that running. Hold on. Is it still running somewhere? There it is. All right, let's see. It's like 54. It's hard to see because, hold on, let me change the color so we can actually see the font. 54 degrees, 57. Yeah, one of them is completely burned. Ah, God, that is horrible. One of them is completely burned out. All right, that's a little warm. Okay, let's see where we're at over here. Are they standard 5mm? Yes. Yeah, let me fix that one. Put a resistor in there. Let's see, I got a fucking ton of LEDs around here somewhere. Wow, that is smoking. Let's take another look for that little piece that went zinging. All right, well, we're actually, yeah, we're almost at a good stopping point anyway. Insert here without breaking anything else. All right, well, we have an arm. All right, are we in? Where'd the mouse go? Are we putting the arm on yet, or we got more shit to do? Oh, yeah, okay. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, what was the whoop whoop? Let's hydrate. Okay, we can do that. Yes, this one. Frank says let's hydrate. So get something to drink. Break the filament in the drop light. Smack it till it starts again brighter. I'm sure it's safer. Oh, that's definitely fine. My 3D printer is almost done now as well. Yeah, speaking of shit that runs hot. What are you printing? All right, let me see here. All right, looks like that goes here. Something just shifted somewhere. Oh, that's right. That's a movable piece. So it just moved. And something else just fell off. Huh. Boy, I can see a lot of glue in this thing's future. All right, well, here's where we're at. Actually, yeah, it's not bad progress. And we still got, actually, you know what? Well, we got the glue out. Now those pieces have a little protection. I think we're missing something here. I think there's supposed to be a piece here. I don't know if we, if I lost it or what. I'll have to check that, but I know these go here. This is a tight fucking fit. And now that's loose. Awesome. Like some of these are just at like just terrible angles. All right, we'll dig with that another time. I'm not trying to be here all night. on that, or we'll just do it in the future. That might be one of those finale things. We'll pop a couple pieces off, go through, figure out what needs to be glued, like these two pieces there, shit like that. All right, so I'm going to push this forward. And I somehow managed to finish the Pew Pew up even with all the Lego stuff out. That was neat. Got my little bench vise out. Where the hell is... I thought I had a storage thing for this. Ah, whatever. Let's do that. We got to write down where we left off once we find a pen. Fucking Jack Attack keeps taking all my goddamn pens. Oh, let's see. Easter pen. 230. 230. All right. Let's see. Pretty sure that's all, like, that must be installed and then crimped in or something. Let's see here. Let me mute this, it might get loud. Yeah, that's pretty in there. It looks like it is, it does look like it's, hold on, that looks weird. Is that a reflection thing, or is that actually... It's kind of squared off in there. You can see, oh, there's tabs. See the outer 4 square tabs, which are, okay, here it's still like that. Now they're compass, northeast, west, south. That's where it was pressed in from the top. And then those pads connect for ground. So I don't think this is going to be repairable, because we'd have to basically uncrimp the aluminum. Let's see here. Oh, this is the exact same thing. It's just a different fucking... Yeah, this is the exact same generic flashlight, just different brand. Okay. I wonder how together the switches are. Hold on. At least keep one. If I can't modify it, I'll at least keep one unmessed up. Can we get into that? Do I have any picks in here? Sort of. So that little guy in here is sharp as fudge. Old screwdriver guy. I got anything else in here that can tear a hole through anything? No. Okay. Actually, I wonder if the rubber comes out. To get to the switch stuff. It does come out.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
Oh shit. Mr. S found hydrate. Alright, let's kill off the tea. Appreciate that, Mr. S. A cheers. Drink something, folks. Come on. Come on. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, there's the microphone, in case you were looking for it. I'm trying to figure out Cheers 200. Appreciate that, buddy. I always said there was a market for taking in a good running engines from northern modern cars and putting them in desert finds. Oh, absolutely. There was more bing bong. What bing bong not? Whoa, what just happened up there? YouTube, are we still broadcast? I think we're still broadcasting because YouTube just crashed up there. Oh, there's a hype train. Oh, and another 200. Is that what? Is that double two something? I don't know. Hey, thank you for the bits, y'all. Let's do that. Pulling a train. Yeah. All right, well, we're back to the strobe light. Sorry. See if I can figure out how this switch comes out, because if there's enough room to put a resistor in the switch area. I don't see anything obvious. That is is that trying to be a slot? Alright, a slots. Yeah, we're here for the slots too. Alright, anyway. I don't want to stab my other finger. No, I don't think that's a cover. Is that a little pry bar? Or pry hole? Can I pry on your hole a little bit? Where's Fama? He'll let me pry on his hole. Nope. Okay, okay. And if we break it, we already fried it, so whatever. I don't know if we just broke a solder joint or found the secret. Let's grab this. It almost looks like it's a drop-in thing. It's just the other side doesn't want to come off. It's not the spring that's holding it. Fuck it. Let's see. What is that fucking attached to? It's gotta be soldered to something. But no, there's definitely not enough room to put a resistor in there. Yeah, that is, yeah, the other side is soldered to the case itself. Alright, well, I guess we'll just keep burning this thing up until it gets too stroby. Then I'll figure something out. I'll have to get a, I'll have to go check around somewhere that sells flashlights. Wow, they're all on now. That's weird. They're all on. None of them are flashing. It's fucking bright. I don't know. Well, we'll keep using that one until it, like, something bad happens to it. Pancakes. I'd rather she play with my pole and my hole is exit only. Well, yeah, it's fine too. That is super bright. Alright. Well, that's going to be it for the Legos. Let me switch over to here for a moment. So let me double check this storm action real quick here. Drag the microphone to hell and beyond. Speaking of strobes, I just had to replace my flashing bathroom light. Yay. Streamlight makes some decent cheap illumination options. Oh, well, Streamlight I wouldn't have to modify anything. But that's no fun. I'll put Streamlight on my pew-pews, but everything else I use, I have Astro flashlights at work, and then one of my flashlights is a $5 Harbor Freight LED stick light with just 2 rows of 5mm LEDs. There's like 10 and 10. So I soldered in a big fat resistor and run that with 18650s. And then my Astro light is like a Cobb strip light. It also has it has like a thread-on lens option, but I never use that. I really don't use, the Cobb is so bright you don't need like a focus beam for anything I do. Mr. S's YouTube just froze. It should still be working. I didn't fuck that up yet. All right. So we're going to end it on YouTube and the Lego stuff for the evening. If you want to hang out on Twitch, I'll hang out for a couple minutes and show you Dorothy, the new Pew, in her final form. Let's see. My wife is furious with me because she found a bunch of hidden letters that revealed I was cheating on her. Now she refuses to play Scrabble at all. I miss having my laser UV floodlight. Was that on your Pew or just in general? Because that's what I just put on Dorothy. It snows again. Where snows? Who snows? Oh, I'm going to take a couple more puffs before we stop on YouTube. All right. Well, all right, YouTube. Appreciate you hanging out. I will see you Saturday. For the usual, we got off Monday. I'll be at the range Sunday. I try to do a bunch of cleaning probably Friday before the movies, just so I don't have to clean so much during Memorial Day. Because now I gotta get the house clean because should be having a visitor within a few weeks or visitors. Fire John had a heavy night, took 4 E's, but then I thought squeegee. Oh boy. All right, y'all. So YouTube and anybody else that's leaving off of Twitch, I'll see y'all Saturday. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Hang out on Twitch if you want to see the Pew for a minute. So here we go. YouTube, again, thank you. Be groovy to each other, and I am out of YouTube in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.